Hey, Lee Wolf here. We are live, and this is Tech Face On. I'm sitting with my friend here, Mr. Richie Bello. And today we have a special guest, Vimal Raz, who is a business development executive from App Innovation Technologies. How you guys doing?
Good, Lee. Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
good too. Yeah,
Good,
I'm
good,
doing good.
good. Glad to have you here today. Before we get rolling on the show, I'm going to run a quick video from our sponsor, Shop Smart Autos, on our VIN retention report. So we all know it's commonplace in the auto industry that customers will come and then they go. But why? Was it a better price? Did they go with a different make? Is it a sales training issue? Maybe it's a marketing problem. And if you knew why, could you take back a portion of that business? First things first, you need data. And Shop Smart Autos for dealers has your solution, the VIN retention report. Our VIN retention report can give you the inside scoop on VINs you held onto and the VINs you lost. But that's not all. What if you could know where the customers and your VINs ended up? For example, if Mrs. Smith purchased a vehicle from you 2 years ago and traded that vehicle in a mile away for the same make but a newer model, why didn't she come back to you? Now with that data, you can reach out. You can target her with a service deal that brings her back into your dealership and gives her the stellar experience she's looking for, while potentially flipping her back to your sales floor for a deal she never knew she could get. That's just one way our VIN retention report can help. So take 15 minutes with us today, and we'll show you how the power of data can increase your ROI with the Shop Smart Autos for Dealers VIN retention report. Set up your appointment today. All right, so that's our VIN retention report. We talk about it pretty much every week. Today, we have a little bit of a new spin on that. So besides the fact that it's an incredible tool, easy to use, easy to read, tells you the vehicles that you've lost, tells you the vehicles you held on to, the vehicles you have lost. It could actually tell you where those vehicles ended up.
hmm
Where were these vehicles sold? So now you can target these people and work on ways to get them back. But today, Richie has a whole new question for dealers out there, and I'm going to let him take the wheel on this one.
So, Lee, in the car business, it used to be, let's not tell the managers our financial statements. Let's not show them the docs, the daily operating control. 30 or 40 years ago, it was not like it is today. So we've learned that when you have an NBO managed by Objective and you go over your financial statement for last month and you show them the expense, we've learned that the managers are paying attention. We also learned that the daily operating control is very important, right? Which shows you how many cars I did, what's my gross in the front, what's my gross in finance, and how much warranty penetration. We've learned that. Sharing helps the bottom line. We know that. One thing is giving this VIN retention. Who's buying it right now? The dealers, the owner, and the owner is using it to tell them, listen, you're doing this job, the bad job, and all this. Or the manager, the owner and the manager confrontational. Sometimes people don't need to know the data, sometimes.
Right.
So here is what Shop Smart Autos is doing. We, together as a team, have decided to build a mobile app for the data, right? So now when we give that to the dealership, there's a mobile app based on subscription, and he can have his whole team on it, okay? But the biggest thing is, what is that app going to do? Just show them the numbers, right? So your salesperson are going to see the numbers of the previous month where you're at. Then there's going to be a training module that says this: every customer counts. Okay? Which that training module that's going to be on that mobile app that's going to say every customer counts. It's that content that we've always had, every employee counts, by Dr. John Minarchik. Every customer counts. Right on your mobile app, they're going to be able to go on there, look at the video, of the process, how to increase your retention, what the sales process is, right? So that mobile app is going to give them information on what do you got to do. You got to prospect within the dealership. You got to reach out to those people. You got to focus on your retention. You got to work the service lane. You got to work all these things, right? And that's the content that's going to be on there. So this company does mobile apps. I've been communicating with them for quite some time. They've been sharing with me their work, right? I've been thinking about this for quite some time, probably 6-7 months, right? Everybody's busy. I'm busy. The dealerships are busy. Going out to train a dealership and all that's much more difficult today. So it's right on here, right? The e-learning platform, it shows them what to do. Right. You have the report. Then behind the report is every customer counts. Right. And you have the report every month. You have the report right in your mobile app. Boom. Right. Now, it's not just about the data. Well, here's the data. All right. Why are we losing all these customers? What you're doing is you're keeping your whole team focused on one thing: retention, retention, retention. And then you got the training to back it up. Retention, retention, retention. When everybody's on, they bought into it, everybody's on point, you're only going to grow because you know that you're doing deals. You know that you're getting your business in. Now, if you can increase that retention, instead of losing 60%, you lose 50. That's 10% right to the bottom line. And let me tell you something about retaining customers. Your gross profit is better. Okay? Your service profit is better because they already know you. They already sold on your brand. They're already sold on your location. They're sold. All you gotta sell them is on the new purchase. That's it. Because they already know you.
Right.
They're like family. They already know you. So why not increase your retention? If I wouldn't have any retention in any of the companies that I have, I'd be out of business.
Right.
The only reason a dealer does well with the lowest retention is only because there's 1.2 million consumers in the market every single month. By the way, that's IHS numbers, okay? And that's how many people registrations are up. 1.2 million.
Wow.
So you're always going to do good. You don't need to concentrate on that. But is retention better for you? Is retention more service business? You're retaining 80% or 90% of service customers. That's when you start making money.
Right.
Retention has a lot to do with you consistently making money. If I turn on a customer through any of our companies, right, and that customer cancels me the first 30 days, it's a loser for me because it costs me just the implementation process 3 to 5 months of them paying us. That's what the cost is to turn somebody on. So I want you to think about that, Mr. Dealer. So you're going to have this mobile app. Your whole team's going to know about it. Your GM, your salespeople, everybody that's involved is going to know about it. Not only that, there's a module there, and we'll know if they are listening to the video and watching our videos. We'll know.
That's
so
awesome.
We'll know if they're not listening to them, they're just looking at the data. And because data is great, but what do you do with it?
Right.
How do you make money? Well, by sharing it with your team, by letting everybody know. And a few marketing pointers like DMS marketing using Helms technology. It'll be on there. Click here for an appointment. It'll be a calendar. Boom. Right into Helms technology, right? It'll be really set up to retain customers. We've been talking about this for quite some time, and it's about a process, right? So that's the process that's going to be in the next few months. It ain't going to be that long either, maybe 3 to 4 months. The dealer is going to have that data with a mobile app for your entire team with a training module, and the dealer itself is going to be able to see analytics on them looking at the report and them looking at the training. The dealer is going to see the analytics, and so is the general manager. So, that being said, Lee, what are your thoughts on that?
Incredible. It definitely takes that data, takes that tool to a whole nother level. Especially, having it in your pocket is unbelievable. Having the training connected right there is unbelievable. Outside vendors being able to be connected, like Helms, it's perfection. It's perfection. And actually, so to get all this done, obviously you were pretty impressed with what App Innovation Technologies has accomplished over the years. Vimal,
Yes,
could you tell us a little bit about Innovation Technologies?
surely. Just to introduce myself. This is I'm a business development executive working in app innovation technologies. So we are in the market in more than 10 years. We're doing software development and IT services. We basically know that each and every business is looking for any software development, right? They are having a website, they're having ideas to revamp it, or they're having a mobile application which have been done, but some things is happening to redesigns or we have to fix it. So they are looking for some services. So we are in expert in that. So we doing all kind of IT and software development work. You know that in the online market, they each and every person is looking for basics needs. If you take some companies, you're taking some market, you are looking for any ideas to execute their future needs. Sometimes they're looking for a mobile application, means we can do it.
Mm,
So at innovation technology, I'm getting 10 years of experience, and our CTO's name is Anil Kumar. He's the decision maker, and I am the business development executive. I'm the charge to providing your details about what you need and what your ideas that can be transferred to our CTO, and he will execute what you need to do.
wow.
Okay, so we doing are owing 10 years of experience in that. So we have clients in US and Canada and all over the world, more than 100 plus clients,
Wow.
solid clients. Some clients are repeated and they are looking for ideas to developing in applications, and basically you're looking for some particular developers. We also have that React, Ruby. Sometimes we are doing CRMs, all the IT support, and we're doing services. So Lee, this is a basic ideas what you have done and what your companies be doing.
Mm,
Also, in future needs we can do, and we can help in all the IT supports and that.
mm. Awesome, awesome. And from an app standpoint, um,
Mhm.
I know every job is completely different. It depends on how technical you're going to get with every app. But on average, does it take if someone comes up with a bright idea, I want to create an app that
Hmm.
can change the colors of my walls in my bedroom or can deliver information to people, or you talking about could it take a couple of months to do something like that usually? Is there like a window of time that it falls into?
Lee is a pitch of three needs. Okay, what will you need to do?
Right.
First thing, what you will need to do. Second one, I have the product, I have the money, but what will the time? Everything will take some time, right? So if you're having ideas to developing an application, or already you having application, means just be a patient and we will give the product in quality. So
Mm,
date and time cannot be considered, because the product output is main important, right? So in
right.
our side, we providing the services in a 3 months max.
Yeah.
Max, we deliver the product. If you have any issues, means we can deliver the product within a 3 months. So
Right.
you have any ideas to develop, means we will take a time, and we give the code and we give the time period before the starting the project. Our CTO will give the same what details he will have, means he will provide to the clients.
Mm,
He can explain about what he done, what we will done, we already a project manager for it. So he will all weekly once he will update it, and he gives some basic details what you have done, what going to be happen. So is something going to be changed or some needs to be changes with your clients, or have any ideas to change the product, means we'll arrange a meeting for it, and we will add the thing, and we will extend the time or reduce the time. So product delivery will be importantly
Mm,
more than your time period. The product delivery will be important. So
right.
we deliver the product with the quality, and we give the services and on the time.
Okay,
So
cool.
support and service will be done in each and every second. So if you complete the project, if your product is outcomes and your project in the live, means you need a future support, right? That time we will be there for it.
Excellent. Excellent. Huh. And Richie and I have been bouncing around a lot lately with the thought processes on AI. Has AI affected the way you approach applications now? Has it been a negative, a positive? Is it
We can take this in a positive one way and a negative one another way. Okay, is one thing is providing reducing the workload to developers. Okay, AI is an important one. We are facing so many items. All the clients are looking for AI application. As a business development executive myself, I'm facing so many clients in the past 7 years. So they are looking for recently they are looking for AI inbuilt applications. So there is a need. Okay, AI
right?
is mandatory in each and every field. If you go in websites, they are looking for an AI chatbot to communicate with their clients to reduce their time and sort out the problem. So AI is a mandatory one. In our side, in our developing side, is some negative sides also. So sometimes we can facing issues in um, time management. If you think AI is a better thing to producing a product, yes, but
Mm,
reducing the time, yes, but reducing the employees also.
right.
You know that in India they are looking for all the IT sectors. They're looking for AI build um, support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
AI is better. AI is better to product delivering or in the products. AI is a better one.
Right.
In IT sectors, is not good for AI.
Right. Yeah. So, and Richie, I guess in some respects here, we would with the development of this app, there would be some what we market as artificial intelligence, although it's a learning machine, basically involved in the app, right?
Well, all apps today a little different than 5 years ago. All apps have AI, but more important, all apps also have cybersecurity. Okay.
Mm,
This is why I'm saying that websites and all that are going to be just for ads or whatever, or the brand or whatever. It's going to be a little different because the mobile apps are being developed with cybersecurity wrapped around it.
yeah.
The mobile apps are being wrapped around with AI. So it's the evolution of the technology because of the mobile app situation. And what I see is I see Apple and Google having an
Mhm.
ad network, which they already do, but that ad network's going to be so much bigger because now when you're selling a mobile app, they're right away hitting boom, and they're paying for it right then. When you're selling anything else that's not e-commerce, you have an appointment, you have 3 or 4 different ways you got to do it. Right now, you take a mobile app that's $99 a month, let's say. You go on Apple, right? On Apple search to download an app, and one of the ads comes up. That's they're either going to buy it or not, but the revenue is there, because
Right.
it's so much feasible to do that. And on Google Play, it's the same way. So now they're both ad networks.
Mhm.
Okay. Tremendous. And I've been watching that ad network, as everybody knows, I do pay search, right? So I've been watching that ad network scale, keep growing and growing and growing. and it's growing and growing and growing at a speed pretty good, pretty consistent. It's not there yet, but it's pretty consistent, that ad network, and it keeps growing. That's only telling me that there's a lot of development in the mobile app world, right? So it's important. Let's talk about a mobile app. What's the difference? Some mobile apps don't even need Wi-Fi. It's on your phone.
Right.
Now, if the Wi-Fi in an area is bad or whatever, it's on your phone. It's recorded on your phone. You download it to your phone. Bang, bang, bang. You can do all the stuff. Some of them do that. Some of them you need Wi-Fi because there's still a search. It's got to go and back. But a lot of them don't need that mobile app, especially the ones that you're inputting data and it's giving you information. So that's important, right? And now, also, let's not forget something. These mobile apps, your device is trackable. So that alone is AI, because that alone is getting data every day. You got the geofencing technology, you got the ping post technology, you got a lot of different technologies coming into the marketplace right now. So and it's really, really scaling in such a way that we don't realize the technology that is out there. And the more important, now what's out there now, where we're headed.
Right.
Where we're headed. That's what's more important. How business owners, it's going to be much more easier for these tools from a measure. And what I always say, don't expect your people to perform, inspect them. Well, now with this AI wrapped around these mobile apps, the inspection process is so much easier. You're able to look at Louis, Jerry, and Paul, seeing them using your mobile app and seeing what they do with it, how long they're staying on there, how long, and what are they doing? They're staying on there, and for what? How long are they doing? What's the outcome? So you're seeing time spent. Time management today is a very big thing. So all these mobile apps are wrapped around time management. They're wrapped around AI, and they're wrapped around cybersecurity. So what's going to happen in the next years to Google, to that search, to that whole thing? What's going to happen? It's just going to go into here. It's just like the currency right now, the dollar, there's other currencies, cryptocurrencies coming in and all these things. So what's going to happen? Well, it's just going to go somewhere else. It's just you're going to have the same type of product, only better and improved, because at the end of the day, if you're paying for something to get hosted, you should be making money. How crazy is that? You pay so much money for SEO and you're not earning,
Right.
It's for what? Like, but what are you going to do that for? You want to earn,
right?
So it's becoming more and more scalable for the business owner, becoming more scalable for the people that are employed by that business owner, because let's face it, more revenue equals more for your employees. You can do more benefits for an employee. You can get more 401ks. You can make them feel much more comfortable in the work environment, right? And making people feel comfortable in the work environment is only going to go right to your bottom line.
And Vimal, the question of visionaries and how your team supports them. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Missionaries, I don't ideas in that. Sorry, I don't have any ideas in that.
Oh, okay. No problem. Richie, was there a thought process that you had on that? How his team, the question that came up before the show about visionaries and how his team supports visionaries?
Yes, so they're very big with visionaries. They're very good with startups.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay. If you're a startup, right, you want to reach out to them. Why? Because they have so many customers, and they probably have that idea on hold somewhere. They probably have it. The good thing is when you have an idea, and that has to do with technologies, right? You right away reach out to them and give them your idea and ask them, has anybody that you know has asked you to do this?
Right.
They might have an idea too, because they talk to a lot of visionaries. They talk to a lot of startups. A lot of startups think that they're going to do something, then they don't have the money or the resources, and then they can't do it.
Mhm.
But that being said, they have the information in their head because they talk to people all day long. So me myself, like, I look at social media as a recruiting platform, right? Everybody knows that. I look at the tech world as getting information to find out, have you anybody's told you this? Have you guys ever, any ideas like that? And sometimes they tell me yes, sometimes no, we never heard of that. So that tells me, well, let me think about it more, and let me reach out to another company. I reach out to 4 or 5 companies all the time
Mhm.
just to see, because sometimes I gather something from them, from the other guy, and then we can put it all together. When you're building something and you want to find out if market conditions are good, this is a research that I do, right? And that tells you what you should be doing, or maybe that idea that you had is not good, but in combination with what he told me and the other guy told me, now it makes the product much better.
Sure.
Right. And what I like about this company is their UI on mobile apps. It's important to have a good UI. UI equals, right, UX, which is user experience. If you don't have a good team, coding is coding. Once you know coding, you know coding. Coding is not hard. It's just a word everybody wants to know. Coding is not where it is. It's that UI. Because that UI equals user
Mm.
experience. If your user experience is not good, your app is going to get sold. And then what's going to happen is you go into Apple or whoever and cancel it because the navigation process is not good. You know how many things I download just to learn and look at the navigation process? And it asks you this, it asks you that. And when you start navigating what you're looking for, it gives you all kinds of stuff, right? That is not what you really saw. Description is important on iTunes and Google Play, but that description, you better make sure that when you download it, it's there, because all you're going to get is that month and then that's it. There's no recurring. So that's what their team is good at, that UI. That's going to equal a great UX.
Right. Awesome.
Good.
Yeah, Vimal, was there anything else that you wanted to offer up about the company, or how to reach out to you?
Okay, Lee. Much details I can already share in that about our companies. So more than telling about myself about our company in current world, okay. Current, just say about the AI, and I like to share some details about AI and app development. Can I?
Yes, you could.
Sure.
Okay. So about the applications, we facing the multiple industries, right? We taking some local business and up to high level market. Um, your business owners are looking for basics needs in applications. So why not? Yeah, if you go for a dressings ideas, you go for a restaurant, you can open your mobile phones and book the orders in a mobile for restaurant foods like. So all the basics needs, and each and every part they are showing some importance in applications
Hmm.
and the mobile app development. So if you comes with an ideas, you need to do what you are doing for a business means, you can directly contact our company. In the end of the day, you can easily achieve your need. So each and every field or each and every locations you have just give your ideas to us and we can do it for you.
That's awesome. Yeah. So besides, even if companies are already developing apps, they can outsource apps to you as well, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's great. That's great. And that's aitechindia.com.
Yeah, it's AITechIndia.com.
Okay. Yep. aitechindia.com. All right. Richie, you have anything else to add before we wrap up?
That's it, Lee. Thanks a lot for being here. And thank you a lot for being here. We really appreciate you and we love your work. Keep up the good job you guys are doing.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, Lee.
Thank you. Thank you for being here today. It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, me too.